Hey guys, I may look and act like I'm tired as fuck right now, but that's because I almost fell asleep during Raw because that's how terrible it was tonight. I'm gonna spend about 10 minutes reviewing it, and that's probably about it because I didn't give a fuck at all about tonight. Tonight was terrible. We didn't get no Shane McMahon. The Undertaker came out and cut like a 3-word freaking promo and then just left. That was real great. Advertised the fucking Undertaker and he doesn't do shit. Then Brock Lesnar freaking he's never on the show. And he was Paul Heyman. And then we had the fucking League of Nations for 2 matches on the fucking show. We get Big Show versus Kevin Owens again for no fucking reason. Looks like that's gonna be the fucking match at the pay-per-view. Great. That just sounds fucking fantastic. Um, One thing I am going to talk about though, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch had a really good match tonight. I'm going to get that one out of the way first, so it doesn't sound like I'm hating on that match too, because that match was really good. And it was for the number one contender to decide who would face Charlotte at Mania. And turns out they both pinned each other like I predicted. I predicted either Charlotte would interfere and take both of them out, or they'd both pin each other. And Sasha Banks did a sunset flip powerbomb off the ropes while Becky Lynch was standing on the bottom rope or whatever. Very cool spot. And when they landed, Sasha just kind of fell backwards, and Becky's legs landed on top of her while Sasha had her legs over Becky's arms, and they pinned each other, which was a very good way to end the match. A lot better than Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe on NXT. That looked very good, and it looked very believable, and it was awesome. A very good match, like I said. They're just going back and forth like with chain grapples and roll-ups and their moves, and there's this one cool spot where Sasha went for the like the flying freaking double knees again. Or like she jumps up in the air and like lands like a mushroom stomp, except the move that Trevor Lee does, except instead of like the stomp, is with the knees, is badass. She did that, and then she does them the really cool pin, which I really liked. And they were just kind of countering their finishers back and forth, going for the bank statement, and then turning into the disarmor for like 5 or 6 times. It was really badass. They for sure, besides them and the New Day's match, like that, those were the only times I even cared. Um, Kick off the show actually is a Triple H and Dean Ambrose segment. And Dean and Triple H are just talking about defying authority, and stupid Roman Reigns is out this week. Yay, no fucking Roman Reigns. That was the only good part about the show. No fucking Reigns, because he's a little pansy. You should have pictured him with his broken nose. Okay, you take it. I hate John Cena, but you take a picture of his nose, take a picture of Roman Reigns' nose. Which one's actually fucking shattered? I mean, whatever. Roman Reigns was apparently hurt and his fucking nose was shattered. Whatever. Whatever the crap WWE wants to make you think. Whatever the fuck you want. Whatever. Fuck Roman Reigns. Um, we have Bray Wyatt promo. No, I'm going to talk about the New Day next because I'm going to get the two good matches out of the way. New Day ended up fighting Styles and Jericho again later in the match, and this was an okay match. It was okay. I was like falling asleep, kind of like I am now, and then I heard, "Oh, Music City! Don't you dare be sour!" And then I set right up like the fucking Undertaker. I was like, it was just automatically like that, like right when he started talking, because I automatically wasn't bored anymore. See, TNA needs the New Day. They need the New Day for like 3 or 4 times. That's the secret to why I quit doing my TNA reviews, because I fall asleep on the goddamn show. That's how awful it is. I'm almost thinking of quit watching it. And tonight I almost fell asleep on Raw because Raw fucking sucked. Um, like I said, this match was decent. I don't like what they're doing with Jericho and AJ though. I thought there'd be no way they could ruin AJ Styles. They're ruining AJ Styles by making him in a team with Jericho. It's retarded. I it's almost kind of gay too. Makes me think they're butt buddies when they say Y2AJ, and then they're like, "Oh, it's okay. You took a shot for me on talking about on Twitter." It's fucking retarded. Oh God. Please save us and have the Elite come in and take on the New Day. That's the only thing that's going to save this shit right now. Because guess what? Jericho gets the win with a tap-out victory over Kofi Kingston. So now Y2AJ defeats the New Day, the tag team champions, twice in a row in the span of 1 week. Great booking, you fucking idiots. But now we get Y2AJ taking on the New Day next week for the tag titles. New Day better retain. I'll be fucking pissed if the New Day's fighting the fucking League of Nations and the belts aren't even on the line. What the fuck would we want to watch that for? I already don't want to see the fucking League of Nations take on the New Day because no one gives a fuck about the League of Nations. Roman Reigns already buried all four of them by himself. We don't care to see them anymore. And Bad News Barrett's the one that I like. The only one that I like out of the freaking group's leaving in like a few months anyways. So fuck that. Another thing, we had a match between Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. For The Miz won in 2 minutes. Dolph Ziggler went for that running crossbody thing in the corner. The Miz moved out of the way. Ziggler hit the turnbuckle. Miz rolled him up. 1, 2, 3. Yay, Miz wins for no fucking reason. Miz finally got a win in like 3 years. Good for you, Miz, and you're burying Dolph Ziggler. We also had a Bray Wyatt promo, same old shit. Never even said, and never even gave a hint of who the fuck he's going to attack. Who knows? As far as we know, he can attack Zack Ryder. No one gives a fuck anymore, right? No one cares about Bray Wyatt and the whole Wyatt family. So, yeah, it was kind of pointless. Stephanie McMahon had a segment, and her and Vince both had like little segments, and they were just bashing Shane the whole night, which we didn't get no Shane O'Mac. He's booked for next week's Raw. Next week's Raw should be good, of course. They know Nashville's crowd sucks anyway, so let's put the shitty Raw in Nashville, right? And then we got to make the Raw in Chicago good, because otherwise we'll start chanting CM Punk with how fucking shitty of a job we're doing right now. So we've got to make Raw's Chicago. I mean, we've got to make sure the Raw in Chicago really good. So that's what they've done so far. And they booked... Sasha and Becky ended up backstage, and apparently they booked the rematch for SmackDown or whatever. And I'm assuming they're just going to pin each other again, or they're both going to get counted out or some shit. And eventually it's just going to lead to them ultimately deciding on Triple Threat, which, if they don't, one of them wins, I'm going to blow, because I want a fucking Triple Threat for the Divas title. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch should have been the fucking main event of tonight's show. But of course, Vince McMahon's a stuck-up idiot, and he can't freaking book Divas matches as the freaking ending. I mean, Lita and Trish did, but that's about it. If it was Triple H, he would have booked that as the freaking main event, because the rest of the shit was complete crap. Yeah, Stephanie and Vince were just bashing him. Oh, and then when Vince came out there, he got the Undertaker to come out there. Didn't expect Vince to announce the Undertaker out. I just thought Undertaker would come out by himself on his own. And he just came out there, got down the ring, and Vince was like, yeah, Undertaker, he listens to me, and then Undertaker just grabs him by the freaking neck collar, and then tells him that Vince knows what Undertaker does inside Hell in a Cell, and the blood's gonna be of his son's gonna be on his hands, not the Undertaker's, blah, blah, blah. He says about 10 words and then fucking leaves. Bravo, you freaking hype it up for a week, and Undertaker comes out and says 10 words. Good job. Great booking. Bubba Ray versus Jay Uso. Yeah, I believe Jay Uso hit a couple super kicks. Bubba hit a couple chops. Uso was about to win. Devon got the table when he's not supposed to be getting the tables anymore. Kind of like the New Day were trying to break tables and they're trying to save the tables. Doesn't make any sense. Pulls out a table. Jimmy Uso runs at him. He hits him with the table. That causes a distraction for Bubba. Bubba kicks him in the head and then hits him with the Bubba Bomb, which Michael Cole proceeded to call the full Nelson Slam because he's a dumbass. First of all, if you're going to call it that, it's the full Nelson Bomb, not even the fucking Slam. It's a bomb. And then secondly, it's Bubba Ray's old finisher. It's the Bubba Bomb, you fucktard. But, yeah, that was great. Then we had R-Truth and Goldust backstage. We got that. Yeah, R-Truth basically just told Goldust off, and it looks like they're done now. R-Truth just, like, got pissed at him. He was AWOL and made Goldust cry, but Goldust walked off. That's pretty much it. We had Brie Bella take on Naomi, the second Divas match of the night. That was like the last match before the main event. And it was complete trash too. Tamina helped Naomi get the win, and Naomi won with a fucking Christo submission. You know, like that roll-up pin where you hook both their arms and in between like your arm and their leg? Well, yeah, she hooked that in, but then she hooks her arms around the fucking Brie Bella's neck and then just pulls sideways. It looks fucking stupid. It's like the dumbest. It's dumber than the rear view. Like, the rear view I thought was a dumb freaking finisher. This move's like 200 times stupider. It's like a fucking pin with just her pulling on her neck sideways. Ooh, very impressive. I don't even want to freaking hate on it right now. I don't even care. Kevin Owens and the Big Show. And guess what? This ends the same way as SmackDown's match did, except opposite in roles. And Kevin Owens gets racked on the freaking ropes, and then Kevin Owens can't make the 10 count, so Big Show wins the same night the Miz does. What the fuck is going on? Both of them pick up a win, as well as the Ryback got a win. Ryback took out Adam Rose, and I'm going to say I like this Ryback. It was very boring, but this Ryback's going to be a lot better than any other one they've had. All he did is he went in there, whooped Adam Rose's ass, freaking just started punching the fuck out of him, and then the ref was pleading with him, trying to get him off him, and then Ryback says, nope, I'm not finishing it here, ref. Picks him up, Shell Shock City, bitch, into the cover. 1, 2, 3, Ryback just walks off. Doesn't even raise his hand or anything. Just walks off. Fuck this. He's probably still mad because Vince made him go back to the Goldberg trunks. Thankfully, they didn't start chanting Goldberg tonight because that pisses me off when they do. But oh yeah, we had a tag team match where the Lucha Dusha Dragons took on the League of Urination. I thought that was great. That was a great match. Honestly, I skipped it. Who even won? Oh yeah, Rusev won with like a kick to the head. It was a very good match. Oh yeah, and Sin Cara botched selling the freaking Brogue Kick. Sheamus went for the Brogue Kick. Sin Cara wasn't even close to the right position, and then he just fell over backwards like a dumbass. So, good job, Sin Cara. And then the main event was Dean Ambrose taking on Alberto Del Rio. And this match was okay. Basically what they did is they promoted it like Dean Ambrose, like before, like to where Ambrose gets his ass kicked and he just fights back in. He freaking got back in. Alberto Del Rio done that stomp thing, that upside down hanging stomp off the freaking barricade on the outside onto Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose made it before the 10 count, which was pretty cool, I'll admit that. Then Ambrose fought back into it with a lunatic lariat, and then he was about ready to finish the match, and then Triple H's music hit. Then the League of Nations attacked him off the distraction. Of course, DQ finished, like always, for the fucking main event. And Dean Ambrose wins. Then Triple H just starts smack-talking him, gets up in his face, down on the ground, and then Ambrose jumps up and just starts beating the shit out of Triple H. Triple H, of course, wasn't weakened or anything. Dean's freaking taped up from Lesnar's beating, so of course you know who's going to get the upper hand here. Triple H takes advantage, hits him with a pedigree. Triple H is walking off. Then, much like last week when Dean challenged Brock, he got Triple H to come back down there, and Triple H whooped his ass again. And threw him over the freaking announcer's table, threw Byron Saxton, dumbass. He should threw Michael Cole too while he's at it. That would have been perfect. He just chucked Byron across the freaking building, and then got Dean Ambrose just started pounding his face and on the announcer's table, and the rest had to break it up. So yeah, but like I said, yeah, that was Raw. Very terrible. I'm not gonna spend another second on it. Bye bye.